The mass unemployment is going to be painful and it's going to get ugly really fast. I don't think people really understand what what is going to happen. They just think that some people are going to lose their jobs, and people are going to accept that. Like the fact that there are some people that think that people are just going to accept losing their jobs, losing their livelihood, and even just get the universal basic income and be happy. For me, that is very naive, because throughout years, like throughout a millennia or more, humans have been working, you know, and of course, like throughout the vast majority of that, work was so much more different than what it is today. But trust me, it was not better than it was today. You had your own place in the world, but you had to do everything. You had to hunt. You had to plant your food. You had to do a lot of things that you wouldn't want to do today. So life was not better in the past. Life was not better at all. I know a lot of you guys like to romanticize life in the past. I mean, I don't know any black people that does that, but I know some white people do this. That is not true. let's let's not talk nonsense. But we've been working for a long time. If you remove work for a lot of people, they are just going to feel empty. Because a lot of people need jobs. That's all they have in their life. They need the structure that the job provides. They need the community that jobs provide. They need, of course, the money. They need the sense of usefulness that jobs provide. Otherwise, they would just feel like useless. They're going, oh, I'm so useless. Like, I cannot feel useful to anyone. But when I'm working, I finally feel like I can do something. Even if that something is super useless to the world, as long as it's useful for the community, the job, the family. That's all that matters. But a lot of people are, if they lose this, they are going out in the streets and they are going to protest. And, I am not one of those people. I am the exact opposite. If I can live without working ever again, I will live. I will live like that. Yeah, I don't care. I don't like working. For me, working is like such a such a tragic story. It's a tragic tale that you read when you start adulthood. Yeah, that's how I see. Yeah, that's how I see jobs. Working, like having that rigid structure of you have to wake up at 7 a.m., start work at 8 or 9, and then 8 hours or 7 hours you leave, you commute for another hour. Yeah, that for me is crazy. That for me is super crazy. So yeah, I don't want that life. I don't want that. I don't want that life at all. But I empathize with the people that probably don't want jobs to be extinct. I empathize with them. And the main reason why I think that a lot of people should look at mass unemployment suspiciously is that they are not going to just give us, a perfect life. They are not. There's a lot of question marks about how much we will receive, how in what conditions are we going to live, and what's going to happen with the overlords. Who are going to be the overlords? Because if you have a class of people who are unemployable, can kind of say that they are useless. And you know, I'm not saying you're useless, because if you're just gonna live your life. But I'm talking about the tech overlords. They're just going to say, "Oh, you guys are parasites. You like we are giving you guys the opportunity of living the best life that everyone who has ever lived has lived." So, for me, that that is something that I'm afraid. They are going to look at us and they're going to be like, "We don't need you. We have the robots, we have the AI systems, and we don't need you. So we don't need to do anything to make you happy. We can just ignore you and give you just enough. You can't even reach me. I'm on my bunker, baby." So, so yeah, I think for me it's crazy. So we shouldn't just be begging for them to take away our jobs. I know that the anti-work crowd will be very happy, but the the people that really like their jobs or don't want to stay away from this structure, they are also and they also need to be taken into consideration. But yeah, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, subscribe, and damn, I really need to get in my head the entire script. Like leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, or like leave a comment, leave a like and subscribe, or just like comment, subscribe, and like. I don't know. Something I really need to get better at. But yeah.